So we have plenty of time to chat.
Because you fill it out.
Welcome.
You have to pick it when you're in the matchmaking thing. Just like you do for the meetups.
That's cool.
Cool.
And you can only do it on creator or industry.
All right. Well, I say we just go ahead and get started because now it's 11. Oh, it just changed to 11:30.
We start on time.
Yeah.
Just like we start all our
Here we
live
are.
streams on time.
I think maybe we can just go around and everyone can introduce themselves and maybe say something like what content you make or what you're doing on.
And what your favorite color is. I think it's a good thing to start with.
Yeah,
Okay,
either your
so I'll
favorite
go-
color or what content you make.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Veronica. I'm a Merrell twin. I make lifestyle
No way.
challenges, live
Really?
streams. And my favorite color is purple.
Mm.
All right, I'm Vanessa. I'm also a Merrell twin. Thank you. Not for me. Do it again. No, it's okay. Yeah, we live stream. We do lifestyle challenges, skits, all of the above. And we've been creating content for 11 years at this point. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm the third Merrell twin. My favorite color is actually blue. I know I'm wearing black.
Oh, my favorite color is pink. Sorry. I
Really?
forgot.
It's pink? I didn't
I
know
forgot
that.
to say that.
That's weird. It's pink. I create all the content for the Merrell twins and tell dad jokes. So, and have fun.
You have
I
your own
usually
channel?
I have my own
when
channel.
you guys are live streaming or doing the challenges when you guys are together.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fun. So yeah, I'm Merrell twins dad. So.
And this is our cousin Isaac.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isaac. I'm your cousin.
Not a Merrell twin.
Not a Merrell twin.
Close
not
enough,
a cousin. My favorite color is red and
There's
black.
Aaron.
Aaron, come here.
Hey.
Oh, and there's Andrew. Andrew, what are you doing?
Does Andrew want to come in or no?
Andrew?
If you have time, if you don't have time, Aaron, you don't have to. But
I have 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Well, go-
Great.
Me too.
Yeah, cool.
He's going to sit next to me.
I'll be back.
Aww.
He'll be
Or
back.
not.
keep going. I think.
Oh yeah. I create sports content and lifestyle content, and I'm working to grow. I'm still in the process, but it's getting there. So I'm excited.
Very good.
Thank you.
Excellent work.
Hi. Andrew, do you want to introduce yourself?
What?
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm a YouTuber. That's it.
What kind of content do you make?
I make family content, vlogs, challenges, and such.
Great.
And what's your favorite color?
I like green.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I think Alex had it done for you.
And sir, who are you?
Who
What's
are
your name?
you?
What do you do?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron.
I do videos.
Aaron, what's your last name?
Aaron Wasabi.
Aaron Wasabi. No way.
And what are you trying to learn from us?
What are you trying to learn, Aaron? Why are you here?
What inspires you?
No, that's not what we're asking about.
Okay, next.
Did
Did you not
what
listen
kind
to
of
the question?
Share what kind of content you make.
What?
What
kind of content-
do you
Oh,
make?
I do videos. I do
Do you?
vlogs about my father-in-law,
Yep.
sister-in-law, and my wife.
And how we scratch your truck.
I saw that
Scratch your
video.
truck. Yeah,
That was the thing that was the last one I saw.
it's a pretty bad scratch.
And then your favorite color?
And your favorite color?
Favorite color is green.
And you guys just got that truck.
I know, Paul scratched it.
Oops.
It had an itch. I had to scratch it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next. You.
Yeah.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Cassandra, and I kind of do everything: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I've been doing it for a while now, and I feel like I've built sort of a following.
Awesome.
I do lifestyle and blogs, and honestly anything that I can create content with.
Yeah.
And my favorite color is forest green.
Cool.
Very specific green.
Yes, and my everything you can find me on is
Double
Cassandra.
L
Cassandra.
Cassandra.
And so the K and one S.
Okay, so now
Got
we'll go.
it. Well, thanks for being here, everyone.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We've never done anything like this, so we're definitely here to just share our knowledge of all the years we've been making content. I mean, we've been on YouTube since 2013, so we've seen it all grow into what it is today. So maybe like something we can start off with is talking about monetization in shorts, like maybe the best practices on how to get to that mark of hitting those views, and so you can get your channel monetized. I think that's probably one of the most important things that people want to know, like what the trick to doing that is, because it's very hard nowadays. I think back in the day it was a lot easier to hit that a point.
They raised the bar too.
Shorts were broken in, like when they first came. Right?
Yeah, and I don't even think they were counting towards that. But now you can now shorts like the shorts views count towards hitting that monetization mark. You can either hit the certain mark with YouTube video views or shorts views, but unfortunately they don't like
Combine,
which really sucks. So what do you guys, they're like more experts on the analytics sides and stuff, or Aaron is too, or he has to go.
You gotta go. Bye,
Aaron.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
The secret to monetization is, number one, starting a channel, but I think you have to have 500 subscribers, right? So you definitely need to just be asking people like to subscribe. Like it's on all platforms. Like you have to be really consistent about like just reminding people, because it's what they call a call to action. So like on YouTube on Facebook, for example, we'll do a story and go, hey, come watch the video.
Instagram?
In our Instagram.
Yeah.
Come watch the video, and you click on the link, all that stuff. All of that is really important across all platforms, and also making sure that when you make a YouTube video, that one of the first things you ask for is them to subscribe. I mean, tell them what you're going to do really quick, like, hey, I'm going to make a video about this cup, and it's amazing, but before I do that, make sure you subscribe. You guys know the whole deal. That is like really, really the most important thing to do, consistency-wise. And then there's this other thing, and you can watch the video on YouTube on how to do it. You can get a subscriber link and put it in your description. That's really important, because then all they have to do is once they click it, then they go right to the subscribe, as opposed to like you can click on the screen, all of that, but in the description it's really important to have that.
In there.
Yeah. So, and then it's like 3,000 hours of watch time you have to have, and 3 videos in 90 days that you've posted. So it's just about consistency, all of that.
And we've found the most success with gaining subscribers is within the first 30 seconds of our video, even if it's within the first 10 seconds, just inviting all of the people who are watching to subscribe. And you can even get creative with it. A lot of people will make goals to get subscribers, like, hey, like I'm trying to get more subscribers than this person. Like, I can't think of someone right now, but like people make like fun contests, like help me get more subscribers than Gordon Ramsay. I don't know, or like when I hit this certain amount of subscribers, I'm going to do this on my channel. Giving people incentive to subscribe and follow you. It also really depends on the content that you make as well, because if that's not part of like your brand, then you obviously go about it like a different way. You can also do like text on screen. Like subscribe, or at the end of like your short form content, a lot of people I've seen will put like subscribe, and
make sure it's like just in the video, even if it's on like shorts or your TikToks, like follow me or subscribe to me for more content.
I will say when we first started implementing that, it felt really weird to ask people to subscribe, but at the same, because I don't know, it's something about it.
When I make videos, I always say comment, like, and subscribe at the very end. Would you want it at the very end or like the very beginning?
How about you try both? You could try one video at the very beginning and see what happens there.
I think the most important thing too is like you're trying to create audience engagement. So also I think what's a great way to get subscribers, and it's very underrated, a lot of people don't do it, is replying to comments, liking comments, replying to comments, even no matter what platform it is. That's how you build that interactivity between you and the viewer, is like being engaged in all of that.
And this applies to all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's also important to, when you post your video, go and be active on other platforms. Like go, like especially like on Instagram, go comment on people's TikToks, especially if they've just posted it right away. You never know, if you have a funny comment and the creator likes your comment and be like, oh, who is this person? They'll click. That's another way to find for people to find you and get noticed. And that applies to YouTube. You can get like the top comment there, or just like
Yeah, just be commenting, engaging with other creators that have similar content as you, because you just never know what fans will find you through there.
and the platforms recognize that you're being active, and they will kind of push your stuff out there when they notice that you're engaging with other content creators and you're just being more active in the platform. That's what I've learned. We've been doing this for years, so obviously back then it was different, but I have my dog's Instagram that I'm trying to grow, and I've been really focusing on like what are techniques to do, and these are some of the things I've learned. Is I comment as her, as my dog, on other dogs' Instagrams, and people find
Dog you
her.
guys just got a couple months ago.
Ellie. So that's something that I've been doing, and I've seen success with it.
I think the other thing that's like really, really important for subscribers in particular is being consistent, knowing that if they do subscribe, it's worth it, that you're gonna, pick a day to post, and when you post and what they're gonna get. So you're developing that understanding and routine of what they're going to get. Just remember, it's a YouTube channel, it's an Instagram channel, it's what kind of TikTok channel, all that, even Snapchat. It's like, what are they going to get by subscribing? So, and that consistency is like really important.
Yeah.
Which we haven't missed posting a video in coming up on 11 years every Tuesday.
Having a schedule can also like give you a good goal.
Yeah.
And something to reach. Like, we post every Tuesday. We're like, you know what? We've stuck to that for years. We have to get a video. So let's just stick to one day, and we've just done that.
And it keeps you accountable too. If you say to your fans, hey, I post videos, like for us, we post videos every Tuesday at 9 a.m. That keeps us accountable, but it also lets the audience know that when they subscribe, they know that every Tuesday at 9 a.m. we're going to be posting a video, and they know to watch. Or maybe they're like, okay, it's Friday and I know the Merrell twins posted on Tuesday, so now I'm going to watch their video, versus always wondering when is their next video going live, and checking back on the channel, and then maybe if you haven't uploaded, they're like, why am I subscribed, because there's no new videos. Having that routine and that schedule just helps the viewer even to at least know what to expect from you, and to my dad's point, know like, what am I gaining from subscribing to this certain creator?
Yeah.
Even if it's like with TikToks too, like every other day or every day, or 2 times a week, whatever it is, like at least just be consistent with it so the viewer knows, and then for you as well to help you not procrastinate, because then you like have to hold yourself accountable, and that helps, with just at least like not getting bored or like overthinking your content. You're just like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to it, and it'll help you with being consistent as well.
Right, and it's kind of like us as creators against the algorithm. The algorithm loves it when you post. Honestly, like, we love a schedule, but if you post it every day, the algorithm would love that. The algorithm would push your stuff out. So you post once a week, and so the algorithm recognizes that and sees that we've posted a video and pushes it out. But like, it goes for like when Aaron used to daily vlog, he was posting a video every day, and so his algorithm, his channel recognized that and would push his content out to his subscribers.
Yeah.
So
I also, to going back to hitting that view mark or the view count to get monetization, I think taking clips from your long form content, if this is applying to like YouTube and stuff.
Oh, the camera was right behind me.
Taking clips from your long form content and cutting them down into shorts. That way you have extra content on top of the stuff that you're already filming for shorts or for TikTok. Being able to cut down your videos into shorter things and like adding the subscribe at the end, like for more content at the end of like those shorts or those TikToks. Yeah, like either previews or like, maybe the clickbait moments, like maybe there's like a surprise happening but you don't know what the surprise is, so you cut it into a short. There's so many creative ways to go about taking your long form content and putting it into shorts. It's like you might as well do it all, because you never know what's going to hit that view count first. Whether, like, what if you have a viral short because you took it from like a long form video clip or something and it goes viral. You never know which is going to hit that marker first. So you just need to try everything and just be consistent. But I personally think filming the long form and then taking clips from that video is probably a little bit easier rather than coming up with new content every day for shorts, because shorts is a really great way to grow on YouTube and hit that marker. You're going to get more views faster on shorts at the moment. I think YouTube is probably going to come around back with the long form, hopefully, and stuff, like making that more of a priority. We love the long form content on YouTube, but shorts are just as important.
You guys also live stream a lot.
Yeah, we
the
also
game.
live stream as well.
Do you guys have a set day for that?
We do.
Tuesdays
Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we.
Just kind of going back to shorts and long form content, breaking it down into shorts, there's a trick. We're giving the inside scoop. You guys ready? So there is a related video link in the
I saw that.
and you can relate whatever the short that you take you condense down from, you can relate it back to that YouTube video. So and it pops up, and then you can click on that little link that's down there. Some people do it. So we have a friend, his name's Kevin, and he's blown up on YouTube, and he's posting 3 shorts a day. You guys know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
And he tags the related video. All he's doing is taking his long form content, making 3 shorts out of it, putting it on there, just highlight, and then able to just get a ton of subscribers. He went from like 200,000 subscribers to over 1 million. So you can do you can do a lot. It takes a lot of effort. But one of the things I would like to say, just to kind of bring everything back kind of down to reality, is like define success differently. Like look at things a little different. Don't try to just blow up. It's like, what is a success? Like if it takes you a year to post a video, it's like success for me, success for you would be like, hey, maybe I'm posting a video a month. It just moves the bar a little closer. Don't try to just rush out there and just go crazy. Do what you can do.
You feel comfortable posting.
Sure, look at what you're doing and like, what am I being successful at? What are some of my goals? And that is a great success story, because you're like, I may not be able to do all the long form, but I'm definitely getting shorts done. My goals are that.
Yeah,
and that's
like
awesome.
if you look at my channel, I have way more shorts than long form.
That's great.
That's great.
We have way more long form than shorts. So it's like it all goes back and forth.
But I guess if you want, like, I don't have an upload schedule. So like when I just come up with a video idea, I immediately go to my computer and make it. But
That's great.
And see, I think for anyone, this is what has worked for us. But they have me. So I'm like the production. I'm the production guy. I've made it happen for the last 11 years. Every Tuesday, we haven't missed a single Tuesday. They don't necessarily have to worry about it. I mean, we all worry about filming videos and stuff, but just do what you can do. And if you're consistent about posting random videos at any time, be consistent about that. It's like whenever I feel like, I'm going to post a video, and you do it.
Yeah.
Just I'm saying, like, look at your story, who you are, and define it differently from ours or any other YouTuber. And that's what I think makes YouTube and social media so awesome, is you can just kind of define it for yourself rather than
YouTube. YouTube is
Broadcast.
you.
It's about you. It's about you and your lifestyle and kind of where
Yeah.
you're at with things, rather than just focusing on, the analytics, because you can get really tied up in all that. And the most important thing is like to just be generating content that you love, that you want to produce, that you think your audience would like, and YouTube will find the audience for you. So
I think that kind of like also goes back to, how do you stand out on like YouTube right now, or like Instagram or TikTok? There's different algorithms for each app, right? So you really have to, like, we can't sit here and tell you how each app works, because we really know like the insides and outs of like the YouTube algorithm. But when it comes to like the TikTok algorithm, I'm not as well, like, I don't know that as well, because our main focus is YouTube. But like we do know with Instagram, they like to push out right now that it's not about the followers, it's about making sure your content is relatable and shareable, because that's what's getting you out there, right? You want more shares than anything, and that's really important as well. I think on TikTok, even on YouTube Shorts, you want to make sure that the content you are creating, short form content, it is.
Yeah.
Like, make sure it's relatable and shareable. I think that's probably the biggest key about like Instagram and TikTok and Shorts, the short form content, is making sure whatever it is that you're doing, that it's relatable. You know, one of our most popular shorts, I think it has like 20 million views, which is insane. We didn't even know that happened until we like looked back later. But it was 5 seconds, and it was to a sound that was like, it was something about like a pun about short people. But it was a 5 second long short. And I think because it was 5 seconds, it, you know, makes it, the views go, people watch it multiple times because it's only 5 seconds.
The question I have about shorts is, do you want shorts to be like the full minute, or do you want to try to condense it down to like 10 seconds or less?
I think it depends on the content of the short, because the one I'm talking about, it was only a 5 second sound, but that was a relatable sound because it was about being short. And so I think depending on what the content is, you know, with TikTok, if you want to make money off TikTok, your TikToks have to be a minute or longer, which is kind of hard because making short form content, sometimes you can't reach that minute mark. There was this there's another pair of twins called the Mian twins. They posted like a TikTok where there was a door in between.
It was a trend.
It was a trend, and there was like both raise your hand,
and to see if they
it was
do
like
the
a twin
same
telepathy test. And their TikTok was 59 seconds, and that TikTok blew up and got 22 million views. I don't know how many views. That's what I saw. But they missed out on monetization because they didn't hit that minute mark. So it's like,
they missed it by 1 second.
yeah, they missed it by 1 second. So it's kind of
That's
like,
kind of
you
rude.
really have to,
So I guess
you know, be strategic, because if you're trying to become like viral, but your content is not relatable or funny within that minute, then, you know, it's a very hard process. It's not easy. You know, they say, they make fun of creators when they say, oh, being an influencer is hard. And the truth is, it is, because you really have to think about all of this stuff, right? So if you want to monetize on TikTok, it has to be over a minute, right? But how do you make something relatable and shareable that's a minute long? So you really have to pick and choose your battles. Like, what is important to you? Is it getting shares, or is it trying to hit that minute mark, or is it both, making sure it's relatable and a minute long? It's really, really hard. I mean, to be honest, like Ronnie and I, we don't make minute long TikToks, so we don't really monetize off TikTok because it's not really our main priority. Like, YouTube is our main priority, and we focus on that. So, but it just goes to show that if we actually were more intentional about hitting that minute mark on TikTok, maybe we could actually make more money. But we just do it because it's fun, and we know that we gain more audience interaction, and that it crosses over to our YouTube channel where we make money. So it's just all part of a bigger plan, you know?
That's something to keep in mind too, is that when you post on all platforms, you're promoting all of your other platforms together. If your main focus is YouTube, everything goes back to the YouTube channel because you put your link in your bio, and
I will say too, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, like on Instagram in particular, or even YouTube Shorts. It's like what Vanessa was saying. If it's relatable and people will share it, that's what's important. So I have on Instagram, I have 75,000 followers, and I did this video about turn signals and how people don't know what the turn signals are. And it's like, I didn't expect it to blow up, but for me, it's like, it has over 1 million views. And it's like, and it has so many shares, but that's just like, it's just me, and it's like, I don't have a ton of, it's not even, you guys aren't in it, I didn't even tag you guys, it's like nothing. It's like, it just blew up. Because people relate. It's like the most annoying thing when you're driving is someone turn and they don't use their turn signal, right?
Slam on the brakes and almost.
Yeah,
right.
it's like that. That's the thing. So it's like really relatable. And we have a friend. I can't remember his name right now. He's doing content where he's teaching people how to be a producer. What is his name?
I don't know who.
Anyway, and he's getting like 6,000 views per reel that he's doing, and it's really cool. Oz Osman, what is my problem?
Thank you.
I needed a coffee. Oz Osman, he's a great producer, all that, but his goal is to educate people on producing, and some of them do really well, and others don't. But he's getting like 6,000 to 10,000 views per thing, but he's doing it very consistent.
But so going back to, or trying to go back to how to stand out in today's world of social media where it's very oversaturated market, I think one, making sure your content is relatable. That is probably the most important on how to stand out. I know that doesn't seem like standing out, but it will help you in the future, just gaining that audience, gaining forming your brand, to stand out. I also think too, making sure the content is different. I think when I say different, all content is recycled. At this point, there is not really a lot of original ideas anymore, and that's okay, because we have gone from so many people, billions of people are on social media. You're bound to find the same content over and over and over again. But the trick is to making it your own. Yeah. You recycle content and you make it your own. So for example, we're twins, so we're part of the twin YouTube community. And our friends Brooklyn and Bailey, they have great YouTube ideas. And we take some of their ideas and we turn them into Merrell Twins videos, but we do them the Merrell Twins way. So it's kind of the whole gist of the video is who wore it better, right? And obviously we've given credit to them, when we have taken their ideas. But for the most part, we just Merrell Twinsify it. And they take video ideas that we've done, and Brooklyn and Bailey atize it, whatever it is. And you see that a lot with creators. I think the thing that's not cool is when creators take ideas from other creators and copy it verbatim. That's not original. I think that's lame. And look, it's okay to copy YouTube thumbnails or get inspiration from them, but doing it verbatim, it's not, in the long run, is that going to work 10 years from now? No. So that's why you have to really, really make sure that the thumbnails that you're creating, if you're trying to do the clickbait thumbnails and stuff, make sure that it's fit to you, I think Mr. Beast, for me, if Ronnie and I try to do a Mr. Beast thumbnail, it's not going to work because our audience is college girls.
Yeah. What do you think is relatable for your niche?
Yeah. That's you bring up niche too, which I want to talk about that a little later. But for me, something that's relatable is something that I'm going to personally share, with my friends, a funny video, something that I think I'm oh my gosh, that's so me. I can look at it and be I'll send it to my friend. I'm oh, that's you.
Other life form.
So in order to make that relatable content, you have to also watch what people are sharing as well. If you think oh my gosh, I would share this, and you're how could I make something like this? If I'm sharing this is something I relate to, maybe I could make my own version of this and see what happens there. It also just depends on the content that you're making, right? Let's say you're solely focused on cooking, which I don't think anyone here is, but we'll just use that as the example. Maybe they take a clip from one of their long form content videos and they show that they accidentally mixed up parsley and cilantro, which you can't really do that because it's totally different, but let's say they do. And they turn that into a relatable short and they post it on Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels.
That's where I'm like, that is a very niche thing that is relatable, that a lot of people could probably say like, oh, I did that once in my life. I mixed those things up. This is so funny. I'm going to send it to my mom. Whoever it is. So if it's like, so to answer your question about like the niche, like it has to be like related to what like your brand and what content you're doing. So if it's a video game, like maybe you messed up in a video game, like clip that and like turn it into a little short and make it like funny and relatable. And there's that great example of like making relatable content that's part of your niche brand, what you're trying to establish is taking those clips and making them relatable. I think when it comes to the longer form and making stuff relatable, it's a little different, but I do think that people subscribe to people they want to watch, right? So as long as you're being yourself, you're going to find people who are similar to you. That's what we have seen on like YouTube. And I like to say that with YouTube, creators and fans, and it's kind of like all over with the other platforms too, it's like a mirror, right? So whatever you are putting out there, you're going to attract that same type of person, whether it's maybe their values or what they're into, or maybe it's just the same type of humor, or like they love your like positivity and they have like gained something from your advice. Whatever it is, they're subscribing because they like you, and there's some part of you that they see in themselves. So that's why it's kind of like a mirror. So when people deviate from their brand that they've established and they start looking in a different mirror, that's when you're going to see fans not interested in your content anymore. So that's why you have to make sure that the content you're putting out is something that you could do for a long time. And if you plan on maybe just doing it only for 5 years, then like that's okay. You stop at 5 years or whatever it is. Just make sure it's something that you enjoy and that it's not going to be something that you will eventually burn out on.
And ensure that your own creativity isn't compromised by the algorithm. And that's a really good question, because we've struggled with that, because YouTube has evolved so much over the years. And what we've seen is this cycle of like it goes up on this trend, and then it just goes back down. It goes up again, it goes back down, and it comes through cycles. So right now we're in the cycle of short form content, right? But it's coming back around to long form content again. Mm-hmm. So it's like I think going back to what I said originally is like you have to define success differently on every platform. It's like I want to be true to myself, and I'm going to make content regardless of if I get a ton of views or not, because I love making content. And that's what we've had to say to ourselves, and the girls remind me all the time, like, hey, we love doing this. I'm like, you're right. It doesn't matter, because sometimes we were getting, there was a time where we were getting millions of views like within a week, and then now it's just like in 3 months they get 1 million views. And so now it's like you have to just define success differently. It's like you can't let the algorithm control your creativity. So experiment. You'll start to discover, and as we have, it's like there's some videos that we do that we know just aren't probably going to do good, but we just love to do them anyway. So there for a while, our Merrell Twins exposes were like, it's a sketch comedy, just blow up. Everything was just going great, and then all of a sudden, sketch comedy is not such a big deal anymore. So we'll produce a couple of them, and they're like, oh, that's a little bit of a bummer. It didn't do as well, But that doesn't keep us from not doing it.
Yeah, I also think when I look back at our start of our journey on YouTube, we found ourselves like we love sketch comedy. Like that was our favorite thing to do, was make up videos and turn it into a sketch, or improvise, turn it into a sketch, whatever it was. And when we first started out, we really saw that those videos didn't do well. Which was pretty discouraging, because when it comes to like making skits and stuff, I mean,
it's hard
sometimes
work.
You can take up to 3 days to do that, and then editing it is super long. It's very, very hard work, and to post that on YouTube and then be like, what the heck? Why isn't anyone watching this? But when we would do challenges, our challenges would get so many views, more than our skits, and we were really frustrated, because at that point it's like, our creativity, like who we are. Like no one wants us to watch those. They'd rather watch us do like, I don't know, smoothie challenge or whatever it is. And but we learned that you have to just keep doing what you love, and every so often throw in those things that you know are probably going to get decent views, because then people from those like videos of our like challenges, right, they would find us and say, wow, these people are funny, what else do they post? And then they go back and see our content and our skits. And when you look back now, a lot of our skits that didn't do well back then, over the years, have so many views, and they are finally getting their recognition because we were able to gain like an audience through other videos where we did like, okay, algorithm, here we're going to do a little challenge, and hopefully this will help boost our channel. And so unfortunately sometimes you do have to do those things where you're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have like compromise and like just suck up to the algorithm. But I think when you do that and like also are combining like content that is true to your creativity and stuff, I think your audience will eventually like see all of it and subscribe for all of that.
So
that's what we experienced.
Yeah, I think with the algorithm, you got to look at it like a video game. You play the game, so you figure it out, and then you keep interjecting, like what Vanessa said. Do the things you want to do. But play the game a little bit. Do the things you want to do. Play the game a little bit. Figure out how the system works. Right. Figure out something that people want to watch, and then do something that's different, and then go back to that other thing. But keep trying to push people in that direction. I will say that I get a video recommended from Merrell twins all the time. It's called Twin Problems. It comes up all the time, and we did that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so like,
Really?
yeah, evergreen they call it evergreen content that's just continual to be served back up all the time.
Content that's you can watch
Again
no
and
matter
again.
what time of the year, even if it was 5 years ago, it's still relevant and relatable today.
Where challenges and all that stuff, the smoothie challenge, who's doing that now? No one is doing really the smoothie challenge anymore. We're not ever going to bring it back, right? Never bringing it
Although
back.
I know some people would love
Was
it.
it a bad video or something, or was
I like.
or did you just make
threw up
a
in it.
combination that wasn't great?
It was that combination that was not
She
good.
just doesn't
What
want to
did
do it
you
again.
do? Did you put something?
A1 steak sauce.
In
And
the
to this
smoothie.
day, I cannot eat A1 steak
And it's
sauce
my
because I
favorite steak
think
sauce.
about that stupid challenge.
Well, anyway,
But the stupid challenge got us lots of views and new subscribers.
who discovered other content that's evergreen. So like sketch comedy is timeless. So aim for content that's can be timeless. Like my turn signal thing, timeless. Any of the sketches that we've done, timeless. People, what it's like to be a twin. That's another one that gets recommended, and that was one of like the first videos we did like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It still keeps coming back. It's like in our top 100 videos. So the challenges, the trends, all that stuff are great to do to help build an audience, but if you can create content that will last for a lot longer, because I go back and watch old Saturday Night Live sketches. We have 10
right.
minutes.
Let's open it up to some questions. I know you said you had a few
sure.
questions at the beginning.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's great. I love hearing all this. It's very helpful. I was wondering if you might be able to chat maybe a little bit about the mindset as a creator, influencer, and just being out there in the world, and just sort of if you might be able to share a little bit sort of how you think about it in terms of, I guess, maybe values-wise in that regard, and like how that informs what you do and how you approach it.
Yeah. Well, I think the mindset of being an influencer for us, our goal has never been to be famous. Even when we first started, like back then, it was, here's our purpose, is we want to make funny content to make people laugh and help people just maybe get away from the craziness of the world for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. So that was our purpose. And then, everything else just came along, and it's been like a blessing on top of all of that. But the mindset, today what we have has obviously like changed, because a lot of the things I do in my personal life, reflect like my life now, because we get recognized when we go out in public, like making sure our privacy is protected. Like there's a lot of things that go into that, and you really have to think about that from day one. about making sure you're not showing your address or your license plate or street signs that are near your home, or like, don't do a house tour. People can find your home, and you just never know who's gonna come knocking at your door. Like, we have learned all of that, and so there is like a mindset that you have to have of like privacy and making sure you are protecting yourself, because you are putting yourself out there for the world to look at you and judge you. So make sure you're taking the precautions to keep those things private and protected.
Yeah.
But also just like in life, like not getting like a big head about it all. Like, we're just normal people. We're just making videos, and we're not better than any of you guys. We're all equals. And I think having that mindset also really helps, because when you have that attitude of I'm better, I deserve more, people see right through you. People see that. They don't like that. They just want to relate to creators. And I think authenticity is the most important thing.
Yeah. And like staying true to like our morals and like our family values. We've been told in the past, like when we were 18, a lot of people would tell us, you need to age up your content. And you need to like curse. You need to show like alcohol and all this stuff. And we're like, that's not us. We don't want to do that. That's compromising on my beliefs and my values. Like, I don't want to do that. There's other people out there who do that. You can go watch them. That's not going to be me.
Yeah.
And so because we've stuck to who we are, we haven't changed ourselves for anyone. I believe that's also been a very big key success to us, is not following what other people are doing, not following what people say that just feels wrong in your gut. So
Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. So we say we live in Los Angeles, but we don't live in Los Angeles, but we're near Los Angeles. So that's, I think saying Los Angeles is okay. I think you will be fine
Los Angeles is
because
massive.
it's messy.
If you've like come up against any like boundaries with that, how you found this like giving away enough so that people relate to you on a regional level without like putting your safety at risk.
I try not to film my front door.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the most
extent.
important thing. Right. Don't film your front door.
That's the extent
You know,
of like
license plates on cars, all of that stuff.
Honestly,
But you
like
can say
if-
like the Sweet Green in Redondo Beach.
yeah.
if you're out and about, here's what it is. Don't let people know where you are right now.
Okay.
Do it tomorrow.
Like in one of our vlogs, like there's an antique, and I put that in. I vlogged myself, shopping there for one of our videos. I'm like, this is one of my favorite, like antique shops, and at that point people can probably recognize it or probably go look it up online. But I'm not going to say like the name of the antique shop, but with like Sweet Green or like foods and stuff that is like a big chain, they're all over the place. So you can kind of get away with like saying those specific things. But if you're focusing on like travel stuff and you want to share like a restaurant that's like a recommendation you have, you can do it in a safe way of not exposing where you truly live. Just I think there's just a safe way to go about it. But like she said, filming it ahead of time and then later posting it.
Right.
Never post where you are live.
No.
And that goes just for anyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do, just don't post where you are at the
What do we use to edit our videos? There's a lot of different things.
No.
We use for short form we use like CapCut.
I use an app called Video. Sorry, nope, that's not it. I use it. It's called Video Shop. It's an orange app, and it's really, really nice. It's very easy to edit on, like for short form content.
CapCut is really great. I use Final Cut Pro.
CapCut is partnered with
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah,
But
CapCut
CapCut
is
is
in there.
very powerful.
in the TikTok lab.
Premiere Pro is good too, but
It's been in there.
it's they're
iMovie's
complicated.
good too.
I mean, you guys know David Dobrik, right?
Who doesn't?
There was a
iMovie's great.
Yeah, David Dobrik used iMovie for years to edit his vlogs, and he became one of the most,
Iconic vloggers ever.
successful vloggers. And he was just editing on iMovie, so it truly doesn't really matter.
So I like film a podcast on my YouTube as well.
Nice.
And I was wondering, like, since you're talking about how you clip like your long form, if I wanted to clip that and let's say put it on TikTok, would I put it like on my main account or like make a separate page for that?
Ooh, that's tough. It depends on where you want people to go. Is your podcast is on your
It's on my YouTube, yeah.
Is that where you post your other content?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would probably just keep it on
Keep it on your page.
on your
If you
TikTok.
have
Don't make a separate
followers
account.
on your TikTok already, don't create another account. Just utilize the followers you already have. I know maybe at some point you could make a separate TikTok, or
Maybe get
for
the
it.
handle just in case.
but I personally think where the audience is already, insert TikTok or podcast clips here, and if people aren't interested, then they're not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you.
I hope that answered your question.
Well, thank
All
you
right.
guys for attending.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't get discouraged, you guys. I know it's a hard world out there, especially in the social media world. Just don't get discouraged.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, keep you, keep going.
At it.